Muy buenas gente, bienvenidos de nuevo al canal. Vamos a seguir con la historia de este apasionante juego L.A.Noir o Noire o Noir o como se diga. Estábamos siguiendo a la Candy y habíamos llegado. Que estaba viendo a los corredores, me parece, de apuestas. Sí. A ver, vamos a ver. Objetivos del caso. Investigan la licorería. Según mi compañero, necesitamos una noche libre. Hay una gran velada de boxeo en el American Legion Stadium de Hollywood. Y Roy dice que le está dando bombo al combate estelar. Un joven boxeador negro es favorito contra un rival británico más viejo. Parece que el resultado es inevitable. Desde luego Roy tiene muy claro que va a invertir en el muchacho negro. Sí, sí.
Isn't he the
A
cop
blonde
they've been
woman
talking
just
about
came
on
in
the
here.
radio?
She went out the back way. Said she was being watched.
How much does she collect?
$3,600. She cleaned me out.
On the Hammond Kid Galahad fight?
You got it. I'm not complaining. We all made a lot of money on that one. Huge plunge on Galahad, and then Hammond knocks the bum out.
So she collected the money and went out through the back door.
Nope. She made a phone call over there, wrote something on a notepad, and then left.
Vale, vamos a la libreta.
What are you doing? An old intelligence trick from the Marines.
Esto mola. Por aquí. Ahí. Droguería Summer 1400.
We know where she's headed. Let's get moving.
Vale. Pues venga. Vamos a investigar.
You're behind the wheel.
All right, where to?
I know that face. That's the guy who busted all those
Car
illegal
11
drugs.
K11 King, further to your request, Bunko Fraud has 3 known bookmakers operating out of storefronts in the Hollywood area. Thrifty Liquor, 6106 Santa Monica, the Examiner
Licorería
Drugstore,
Thrifty.
and a Max Spirits at 1658 North Cherokee. KGPL clear.
Tenemos que encontrar el paradero del hombre. Ah, claro, el luchador. Droguería. Ajá. Ahí va.
Detectives Phelps and Earl, LAPD.
Relax, Cole. You just have a blonde in here, Mervyn?
Sure did. I'm just about to close up. She took me to the cleaners. 4,000 clams and change.
How long ago did she leave?
Maybe 5 minutes. Called a cab. Asked for a number. I told her there was a card over there by the phone.
Pues venga, vamos a donde está el teléfono.
Yellow cab. We need to get after her fast.
Sí.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Placa
Putting you through now.
Can you connect me to the Yellow Cab Company? Hollywood 2187, please.
Ah, ya no has dicho lo de placa.
This is Detective Phelps, LAPD. You dispatched a cab to 1487 Ivar Avenue, Hollywood?
Yes, sir. Send one round from the pool.
Do you have the number of that cab?
Number 179.
Thanks.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
We're done playing around. Get Mervyn to give us an address on Ray's place.
You have any idea who Ray is?
Sugar Ray?
Not now, Mervyn. Cole doesn't have much of a sense of humor at the best of times.
Ray runs a shop up on North Cherokee Avenue, just south of Hollywood Boulevard.
Ya está. ¿Dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? No.
You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
Hammond backed himself to win.
And Candy is picking up the winnings. Smart play.
Question is Candy collecting on Albert's behalf, or is she cheating him too?
Esa es la cuestión, así es. Yo creo que le está engañando. ¿Qué opináis?
That's the cab waiting up ahead. She's not in the car. Don't get too close.
Ah, que llevo yo el coche. Ya salió. O sea que tenemos que seguir al taxi ahora. Muy bien.
We're on the move again, Cole. After her. Don't lose that cab. Hammond is over the hill. He's a punching bag for the up-and-comers. She knows his goddamn place.
I think he knows. I think he worked out the place isn't L.A.
He's punchy. His brain's going to mush. Winston Churchill? Give me a break.
Churchill is a fighter, Roy. Hammond didn't just scribble down the first name he could think of.
Venga, vamos ya. Joder.
Hammond is full of himself. Being this sure he was gonna win.
Uf. Es que nos pillan todos ahora en verde. Joder. Todos los semáforos nos está pillando en rojo. ¿Ves? Todos en rojo.
Can you quit driving like a jackass already?
That bitch is giving me what I'm owed. That's all I know.
Vamos. Ole.
Pull over. He's heading inside.
Vamos que se va a ir.
I think I just saw Hammond. I'll tail him. You get in there and stay with Candy. Make sure you don't let her see you.
Going to church.
Que no da tiempo a leerlo, joder. Claro. Es que no sé si me tiene que ver o no. No me ha dado tiempo.
Pull over. She's heading inside. I think I just saw Hammond. I'll tail him. You get in there and stay with Candy. Make sure you don't let her see you.
Vas por ahí. Te paras. Vuelves. Vale.
The nice thing about egotists, they don't talk about other people.
Se ha pegado un tiro.
Call an ambulance.
Hammond got away.
Joder. Hola.
Just try and sit still, Candy. Who shot you? Was it Albert?
Car.
They're on the way. I have a patrolman searching the depot. The chief's putting together a manhunt for Hammond. He got the money, right?
Looks like it.
A tough bird, our limey friend. Using his girlfriend as the bag woman and then getting greedy over the split. He won't make it out of town.
That's how you see it?
I told you that cocksucker was a crook.
.32 caliber. One shot fired.
¿Qué ha pasado? ¿Qué ha pasado?
The
Ah,
Egyptian Theater.
un cine egipcio. Este es el...
So, what now?
The theater, I guess. We don't have much else to go on.
Ah, no hay tiempo de estar mirando por aquí.
So what next?
Hammond must be hiding out the theater. Let's get there and square things up.
Vale, pues vamos al cine. Venga. ¿Dónde está el coche? Ahí, ahí.
This guy must have escaped.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine, where are we headed?
That's that guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
Venga.
Poor girl. She didn't deserve that.
Poor girl. Half the precinct aren't taking a vacation this year because of her. You need to leave town a lot quicker than that if you decide to screw over Mickey C.
Fíjate qué rápido.
This seems like a long shot. Aren't they all?
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
Message from the coroner. The cause of death was a knife wound. Repeat, a knife wound. Revolver appears to have belonged to the victim.
Son of a
KGB all
bitch.
clear.
He stabbed her.
I thought you said real men use their fists, not guns.
That guinea cocksucker.
Put.
You think he got the money too?
Of Come on, Roy. We're bringing this whole tragedy to its conclusion.
Why'd you kill her, Carlo? Your gripe was with me.
She was collecting the money for you. Mickey made it clear it was either me or you, and I intend to keep on living.
She stole those betting slips. She was running out on me.
And you were gonna let her?
No, I let her collect. I set her up, just like she set me up. Just like my manager set me up. Everyone wanted me to take a dive. Everyone wanted me to take the short money. It's for the best, kid.
You were washed up, kid! You couldn't climb, and you were too brave to sink. You were going nowhere!
Maybe, but I had heart. I was a Royal Marine, Carlo. If I lost a fight, it wasn't for lack of trying, and it wasn't for lack of courage. I didn't have much, but I had that.
I did it for you, and that's how you repay me!
You did it for yourself, so did little boy. You did it to make a quick buck, and Candy did it to make her dream come true.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got the money, all I need to do is get rid of you. It's gonna be a shame, kid, but that's business.
Estoy arriba.
We've heard enough, Arcaro. Put down your weapon.
You're making a big mistake, Arcaro.
¿De dónde dispara ahí? Ah, de ahí.
You're clear, go!
Come on, Cole. Carlo's a dead man. Hammond, too, when I find him.
Where are you?
You limey cocksucker.
Find some cover!
It's time to come out now, Hammond. Put the gun down, Roy.
That son of a bitch owes me a lot of money.
Catch. The Escania sails from New York, Hammond. Be on the next train and don't ever come back.
Why?
Because I was a Marine and I once lacked courage. Everyone deserves a second chance. Now beat it.
Claro, no ha sido él.
Fuck you! That English prick is getting away with my money, Phelps!
Donnelly and the homicide squad send their best, Phelps. They're more than pleased that you wrapped up the Edwards killing. They're a little mystified about the motive. You have any ideas on that?
Crime of passion, sir. Looks like some sort of love triangle between the manager, the fighter, and his girlfriend.
No sign of the scrapper?
No, sir. Looks like he left town after the fight.
Okay. It's homicide's problem now. Good work, gentlemen.
5 estrellas, podría ser. Podría ser. 4. Bueno, no está mal. Mira, no había hecho ninguno de 4 todavía. La ciudad desnuda. Vamos, otro caso más.
Homicide wants you
Muy
over
bien,
there.
chavales.
The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy. Just get over there.
Uy. Morfina, venga.
What's with that getup of yours anyway? I should start introducing us as Detective Earl, and this is my science teacher, Mr. Phelps.
Your interest in my appearance is starting to get me worrying.
Like it or not, we're a dysfunctional couple now. People judge me with you on my arm same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock shadow.
I really hope you're joking, Roy.
I got this gadget whiz putting recording device.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
A ver, venga. ¿Conduces tú? ¿Por qué? Porque lo digo yo.
You know the way. You can drive.
Claro.
Seem distracted.
We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff?
Are you going to tell me?
Pistas, no hay.
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're wasting our time on some hump.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month with the John and Jane Doe's.
Escenario, vale.
Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning striking.
Como molan los coches, tío. Me encantan. Hay un teléfono cerca. Estoy convencido que nos va a tocar usarle, como en casi todos los casos. Primera planta, apartamento 6, detrás. Gracias. Espera, la primera planta. ¿Cuál es? Vale, pues eso sí, iba bien, hay que subir. Apartamento 5, 8, 7.
Bukowski, you made homicide.
That I did. Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug? How can we get on?
Hola, mira quién es.
Relax, Rusty.
Trump.
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks...
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead.
A ver.
Phelps?
Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned
no
in the
tiene agua,
windpipe
claro.
as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
May I take a look?
Be my guest. Take a closer look at her head and neck.
Her neck is bruised pretty badly.
Pobrecilla.
Bruising on the forearms, and these look like bite marks.
Very good.
Qué hija puta. Y otras mordeduras. Ahí, ¿no? El anillo.
Very unusual ring.
I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
And spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the Surretts. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought Surretts and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
Claro. No es relevante.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
¿Ves? Como es que me encanta cómo pasan por los cuerpos. A ver, creo que hay más.
Quality English smoking jacket. I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one.
Más orníferos.
Looks like barbiturates.
Barbitúricos. Muy bien.
Barbiturates. What else is rattling around in this thing?
Calla. Espera, que me ha puesto. Oh, amigo. Una vez al día. No está sure.
We should speak to a doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster. This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look.
No hay nada. En las tres algo tiene que haber en alguna, vamos seguro.
There's been a modeling assignment.
Nation 665. Trabajo los martes de 11 a 4. Pregunta por la señorita Randall. Besos, Julia.
It's place to start.
Yo creo que lo primero que vamos a hacer va a ser ir a preguntar para el médico.
Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
Bueno, no hay nada. Que vamos. Mira la cocina. No es relevante.
Nope.
Nada. Ahora el rodillo.
Nothing significant.
Nada significativo, lo sé.
Circumstantial.
Estoy igual.
Maybe if...
No. Venga, pues vamos a hablar ya con la esta.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson. I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact.
Estado de ánimo de la víctima, vida privada de la víctima, relación con la víctima.
Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
Morfina, posible suicidio. Se me apaga. Receta de bencedrina y empleo de modelo. Indicios de sobredosis provocadas según el informe preliminar del forense. Posiblemente se suicidara mediante una sobredosis. Dos sospechosos. Vamos a ir de poli bueno porque tiene...
So she wasn't mad at anyone in particular.
Mierda.
No, men were usually besotted with Miss Julie.
Mierda.
Not the other way around. I don't think Miss Julie was ever in love with anyone.
Muy mal.
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Había dos
Men
sospechosos
friends,
tampoco.
Mrs. Reynoldson. Spill it.
I will not spread gossip about Miss Julia. She was very nice to me.
I don't care if she was the Virgin Mary, sister. Who was she humping? You changed the sheets.
You're disgusting. If you're going to take that tone, I won't answer any more questions.
Es que tú también.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
A ver, si hizo la intuición. No.
Do you do the
Joder, no ha
housekeeping on a
acertado ni
regular
una.
basis?
Twice a week since Miss Julie moved here from New York.
I know you're trying to protect Julia, Mrs. Reynoldson, but it won't help us solve the case. Julia can't be hurt anymore.
No, que no. Yo creo que hay que irse ya. No, mira, no. No hay que utilizar el...
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
You think Carruthers has called it right?
He rarely gets it wrong.
I don't know. I'm with Galloway. I've met enough girls in my time who can't handle their dope.
No. A ver cuánto tiempo llevamos. Vale, el siguiente guardado ya.
Can you drive to this one?
A ver.
Where are we going?
Vamos primero a la consulta del doctor, yo creo.
That's the guy from the papers. Solve that.
Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing up his lunch.
No sé, ¿en qué he podido fallar? Guardando. Venga, hacemos esto y ya paro el vídeo. Aquí está. Espera. No hay pastillas. Bueno, vamos entrando. Hoy es lunes, sí. A ver, ¿qué doctor era? Que no me acuerdo el nombre. Personas. Doctor Stoneman, vale. Ah, bien. Joder, si pone Doctor Stoneman, ¿no? Doctor Stoneman. Coño. ¿Y por qué no veo? Oliver Kahn. ¿Será el Coleman? Es el único que se parece en la 201. Ah, vale. 505.
Stoneman, office 505.
Ya decía yo. No me salía. Al ascensor. Sí, no vamos a estar subiendo. Piso quinto. Por favor.
If we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
$505. Este es.
Yes, sir. Your name?
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD.
Bueno, caballeros, porque mi compañero caballero no tiene nada.
I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Your investigation is much more important than my sciatica. I'm just in pain here. Leave me alone.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
Relación con la víctima.
How well did you know Ms. Randall?
Claro, si era paciente.
She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
Siempre mira a un lado. Ah. No.
Didn't like her, did you?
It wasn't a question of like, Detective. She was incredibly beautiful. When you looked in her eyes, you knew how a mouse felt before a snake. Not an ounce of warmth there.
Medicamentos adicionales.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
No me lo creo.
We believe Ms. Randall died of an overdose of morphine. You didn't prescribe her anything else, did you?
That is a very serious allegation to level at a doctor, young man. I am well aware of what is prescribed under the Harrison Act, Detective. If you wish to make any other ridiculous accusations, I suggest you direct them to my attorney.
We often find the more obstructive people tend to be, Dr. Stoneman, the more they have to hide.
Este oculta algo, pero no sé el qué.
What now?
What are we missing? Let's go back to the apartment.
¿Qué apartamento? Pues volvamos al apartamento, a ver. No sé.
The old boy's lying.
About what?
Sí, yo creo que miente, pero claro.
I don't know. He looked relieved when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of one patient.
Guardando. Bueno, gente, pues lo dejamos aquí y esperemos que os esté gustando. A ver, espera. Que ha guardado. Espero que os esté gustando y nos vemos en el próximo vídeo.